Coffee time. Got a little fire going. It was snowing pretty good there for a little bit. Finally stopped. Go down here to the creek, get some water, make some coffee. While we're doing that, I figured I'd talk a little bit about how the gold got in this creek. Of course, all the gold in New York came from the glaciation. The glaciers were pushed down through from Canada. I believe it's called the Laurentine ice sheet. Could be wrong. But it brought all that material down from Canada, gold-bearing gravels that were eroded out of the mountain up in Canada. It brought all that material down here to New York and all the way as far south as Pennsylvania. And when the glaciers came to their terminus, which is in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, that's when they began to melt. And as the glaciers melted, they dumped all that material that they brought with them down from Canada. Of course, all that material had gold in it. And it left it here. Now this little creek right here is a tributary to the east branch of Owego Creek. The east branch of Owego Creek flows down through the valley that was carved out by the glaciers. The glaciers came down through and they had main tongues, is what they're called, of ice that pushed through a little bit stronger than the rest. And they of course carved out the Finger Lakes. Well, the one for the east branch of Owego Creek and that valley is the Owasco Lake Valley that pushed all the way through there. So as the glaciers came up down through that valley, they were over top of these hills here, higher than these hills. And they split off. One tongue of the glaciers, the main tongue, went down through the Owego Creek Valley. The other one headed up over Michigan Hill here in Richford, New York. Dumped all the material up there. And for almost 15,000 years, the waters have eroded all that material down through here, down into this creek. In case you didn't know. Alright, time to make coffee. Wintertime sure can be beautiful. Look at that blue ice. So beautiful. Look at that blue tint. That ice is blue there every year. Very pretty. Snowing. Almost dark. Spitting a little snow on me. Got the jet sled up behind the fire to throw some heat back my way. It's chilling off pretty good. Got a nice fire going. Cup of coffee. Got the logs crisscrossed down there. You see, you do that. It helps pull the flames up through the wood. Gives you a little more heat. Alright, good times. Alright, I got a hole started here. Can't really see in there, I'm sure. You got the old homemade sluice box set in the creek. I had a little trouble getting the right pitch. I figured I'd stop and give you a couple tips on that. Didn't have enough pitch, so I built the front up. I kind of made this dam here. And I dammed it up over there so that water couldn't go through there, force it down this way. So I built this up. And you got to make sure the end is clean. You got to give it good water flow, because if not, everything will back up and make everything run slower. So as I go, the top layer of material usually don't have anything in it. So I just shovel it on there, get it going. And my tailings I shovel back up and I put up here. And it settles in there and it fills in all the voids along there to help get the water to pitch and flow over your box instead of underneath it. It's flowing good right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but this one sings a nice song. Just a little hum. Don't know if you can hear that. She usually sings when she's running right. Just a couple tips though. Always remember to keep this clear. Let the water flow out of there if you're not getting enough flow through your box. Nice day. It's supposed to be 34 today. Slept good last night, stayed warm. More blue ice over there. Very nice. Alright, good times. Well, I'm about done. I got dropped off out here. My ride will be here, I don't know, another hour. I still got to go pack up my tent and such. Dug a pretty good hole. I'm sure you can't see in there. It's a good one. It's over my boots. You know, my boots are already here. It's over that. I can't step down in there. The box is running good. Everything's exchanging. I'll let it run out here a little bit. Clean out a little bit before I do a final cleanup. Now this box I made, it's just the bottom of an old truck toolbox. The box wasn't no good, so I cut a piece out of there and fitted this stuff in here. You got raised expanded metal in there. Gives an area for any nuggets to sit, if there are any. I've never found any, but I know somebody that has found some smaller nuggets in New York, so give them a place to sit. Underneath there, I can't see it, it's blue. It's called a vortex matting. It's made for catching smaller stuff. So what I do is I shovel right on here. The bigger stuff flows down through. All the way down through. The smaller stuff goes through these holes. There's some little bit bigger holes in there too, just in case. Underneath the expanded metal I have miner's moss, which is kind of looks like a matting made with, I don't know, it looks like spaghetti all in a pile. It's just all weaved around in there and just looks like spaghetti in a pile, kind of plastic, and the gold can fall down through all the spots and get trapped in there. These little spots on the raised expanded metal are a little higher than the bottom, so it creates a little eddy behind it. If you can see all the rocks kind of rolling around in there, because there's an eddy in there. It causes everything to, it spits out the light stuff and hopefully catches the heavies. I'm going to let her clean out by herself a little bit here for a minute, and I'll do a clean up and see what we got. Probably nothing. It is New York, but cross your fingers. Alright, I got that vortex mat cleaned out. Let me see if I can show you what it's like. You can see the ridges and all the little dimples down in there. Can't really see that too good, but just an example. I wanted to show it to you a little bit. The material flows down over there and gets stuck behind every one of those. Well, if it's heavy, it'll get stuck in there behind all those little riffles. Then there's smaller divots down in there to help trap stuff. I got that mat in the pan. Usually all your gold that you find will be stuck in the top of the sluice, so I'll pan this out real quick. Not much in there. We'll have a look at it. See a little bit of black sand. Not much. A little bit. Little piece of iron. Of course, I didn't get down to the bedrock. Woke up a little late this morning. Must have been too comfortable. And I'm not seeing any gold. No gold there. Just a little bit of black sand. Hey, it was fun. No gold. Alright, I'll clean out the bottom. I'll let you know if I get anything out of there. If not, then I'll see you later. Good times. Alright, I cleaned out the bottom carpet. I'll show you what that looks like. See that? See what I mean by kind of like spaghetti? Hair or something. I did get one tiny little speck. Let me see if I can show you. Right at the end of my finger. No, you ain't gonna be able to see it. One teeny tiny little speck though. Maybe I can get a picture of it and show you. Well, it was another fun one. Got to get out of the house, cure a little bit of that cabin fever, something other than going to work. I got camp pretty much all picked up here. Stayed warm in the tent. Was dropped off here last night by my beautiful wife. She'll be here in about 20 minutes to pick me up. I was right out here next to the road. You can see the road up there. Comes down right by, which is nice. This little spot here is state land, and it extends up over the hill there and off in the woods. Over there it's all posted. We got this little spot here to camp on. It was nice being right next to the road compared to other places I've been because I could bring my own firewood. Had a nice stack, good fire going. Alright, thanks for watching. Give me a like if you like it. If you don't, well, maybe you'll like the next one. It's supposed to be in the 40s here soon. We'll get some of this snow melted off and maybe go find some gold. Thanks for watching. Good times.